think we're rolling. Are we? Can you guys see me? Are we rolling? I know it has been so long. I think I've almost forgotten how to do this. Let me see if I can go over here and check the other screen, because remember, when we do these lives on YouTube, the comments show up in a different location. If you're here, just go ahead and start saying hello. And as soon as I can find you, I'll let you know. Oh, yeah, it's been a little while. How have you guys been? All right, let me go here and see if I can remember all the steps for doing these live broadcasts. Oh, it has been a little while. All right, it looks like I think I may be finding us. Let's see here. Okay, I think that may have us. I'm not sure. Hold on a minute. You may hear some double sound if you're even there, but I got to push this button to see if you are and to see if this is the right thing. So hold tight. You may. Okay, that's the right video. Can you guys still hear me? Because I had to mute the sound. And I do believe we do have some of you here. Let's see. We've got Holly and Beth are here. Linda, Deena, Catherine, Roxanne, and Judy. Hello, ladies. Nice to have you. Now let's see. Okay, so Linda can still hear me. Good. I wasn't sure when I muted that if it would just mute the whole thing or not, if it would just mute part of it. Does that make sense? So, how are you guys doing? Let me see if I can get these screens to overlay each other, because I've got to be able to see one screen to see what's happening, but I have to be able to see the other screen to see your comments. Holly, so glad you catch. Well, I am glad to be catching you too. I'm telling you, it has been a little while since we've had a chance to sit down and do a live, and barely squeaking this one in. Look here, it's already 4 o'clock today. I've been trying for the last couple of days to get in a live and just could not find the time. So, well, hello, Joseph. How are you? Glad that you guys are able to join me. Yes, that is exciting. And still trying to learn this system all over again. It has been a little while. I can't even figure out how to get my overlay back on the screen, but it's all right because we don't really have a true topic today. It's just going to be chit chat, maybe Q&A, catching up, all that good stuff. So not really a genuine topic today. So I guess it's all right that we don't have the overlay. So tell me how you guys have been since our last chat. It's been a while. I know, since way, way, way before Vlogmas. And can you believe it? We're already almost in February. February will be hitting this weekend already. I just can't even believe it. It is going too fast. And how about all the cold weather? Is it cold where you are? We are here in Florida, and it is so cold, in the 30s last night. And I think it's here for the next few days. Oh, thank you very much. Right back. Let's see. Which side are we on? Right there. Is it, am I pointing the right way on your screen? On my screen, I am, but I don't, it may be backwards for you guys. Anyway, thank you. We got that one. Let's see. I showed it to you on a vlog, I believe, when we got it, maybe a little over a year ago now, I guess. We found that at Tuesday morning. And it is a David Bromstead. I love his designs. I didn't realize that's who it was till I picked it up and took a closer look. And then I thought, no wonder I love it, because I love his work. But it's actually, if you could see the front of it, it's actually a pink foil. Oh, yes, loving it. All right, let's see here. Holly, he is doing very well. Fortunately, he was not hurt at all. Neither were anyone in the other car. And there was very, very minimal damage to both vehicles. So we were so blessed by that. But yeah, he is doing really, really well. Let's see. Found the lip picture at Tuesday morning. Was it Tuesday morning or Ross? It was a Tuesday morning. Yeah, it was Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning is where we found that. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was only like $19.99, maybe $14.99. Yeah, good deals. Good deals at Tuesday morning. 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight. Well, I do not envy you. Oh, I do not envy you. I would not want to have all that snow. Hello, Alvin. It's just a chit chat about everything. We're just talking over there, and whatever subject happens to come up, it's a coming up. Nothing specific today. Yes. Yeah, go ahead. You guys will have to mind the noise. She's in there cooking, and I'm in my office today instead of in the back room. So you may hear a little more background noise, but hey, we got to have food on the table, right? So she's taking care of that while I'm doing this. So you may hear a little bit, but that's all right. 35 degrees below in Minnesota? Nah, nah, nah. See, that makes you guys that would make you, well, today it's warmed up into the upper 50s, I believe. It'll drop back down in the 30s tonight. So take off the 50 and then another. That's like 85 degrees colder than us. No, 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 no. Can't do that. Yes, God is very good. You are so correct about that. That could have been way worse than it was, but Beth, they have another part to the tryout on, I believe he told me it was March the 5th, March the 7th, somewhere in there. That should be, I think, the final leg of the tryouts. Not sure if there's going to be one more after that, but I think that's the final leg. And so then he'll know sometime after that. So we are anxiously waiting. He actually had another tryout this weekend with a second team. So it's kind of whichever team might want to pick him up first. But that team he tried out with this past weekend, they will not have their second tryout until late February. So it's going to be at least March before we know anything. He's all excited, and we're all sitting on pins and needles waiting to find out what's going to happen. Yeah, I do have a really girly room in this office. That's right. This is my office in here where I do all the work. So it's lots of pink and very girly. 8 inches of snow. Oh man, I couldn't even imagine. We're in North Florida, so it gets a lot colder here than it does further down south. And yeah, we're expecting it to be back in the 30s again this evening. Thanks, Linda. We're all excited about it. We really are. It's a great opportunity for him, and he's looking forward to being able to play on a team. So we'll see where he lands. That's for sure. Yeah. 35 below. Oh, that is extremely cold. I can't even imagine. You guys know, if you've been around the channel for a while, then you guys know that I have never actually really seen real snow. I mean, we've had snow here in Florida a couple times back in the late 70s, in the early 80s. We had some snow. A couple years ago, we got some snow flurries again, but I mean, by noontime, it all melts away. So it's not what I would consider like snow, not like you guys get. So to have 8 inches, I couldn't even imagine. Now, the Hubs did. He grew up, a lot of his childhood was in Michigan, right outside of Flint, I believe. I think it was Flint. His dad was in the Navy. So wherever there's a Navy base up that way somewhere, he spent a lot of his childhood there. And he does not want to be back in the snow. He remembers the snow. So I hope I don't have lipstick on my teeth. If I do, you guys ignore it or tell me, say, hey, you got lipstick on your teeth and it's driving me crazy. It's one of my favorite colors too, Holly, for sure. Oh, Roxanne is in Orlando. All right, so we're about 2.5 hours north of you, where we sit kind of smack dab in between St. Augustine and Gainesville. Yeah, that's where we are. So you're not too far from me. How cold has it been in Orlando? Have you guys been dropping down there as well? You guys always stay a little bit warmer than we do. So curious to know. We have had rain here all weekend, and I think it has moved up all across the state, because I know in South Florida, down near St. Lucie and that whole area, they even had tornado warnings on Friday night. So I think the whole state has kind of gotten all those drenching rains all weekend long. Gunnar is doing very well, Catherine. He is doing well. $50 below. the next 2 days. No, I could not imagine that. Hey, Victoria, I'm great. How are you? Good to catch you on here. Thank you, Miss Linda. Babe, where did we get this mug? You bought it for me. Where'd you get it? She got it at Bell's Outlet. It was a gift to me from baby girl, and I love it. Hey, Melinda, how are you? Okay, so 43 in Orlando this morning. So you guys were probably that's about 6 or 7 degrees warmer than us. And I know that may not sound like a lot, but it really is. You know, just think about it in your house. When you drop the degree in your house by 5 or 6 degrees, it does make a huge difference. So, where Melinda is, they have 2 feet of snow right now. I bet it's beautiful, but I wouldn't want to live in it all the time. I would like to at least just go visit it though, like for a weekend, maybe a week, but I wouldn't want to stay in it, not for long. Oh, good, Victoria. I am glad to hear that. Hello, Daisy D. How are you? Glad to be catching all of you guys. It has been so long since I was able to sit down and have a chat with you guys. So I thought it was about time, right? Hopefully we can do more of these now that the first of the year is underway. We're past all the holidays. And of course, I can't say things have slowed down. Things have actually gotten a little bit busier for us. And yeah, we stay running pretty much all the time. We were out of town Friday and Saturday, came home for just a couple of hours late Saturday night. Then we were out of town again all day yesterday. So we're here today. I think we should be home most of the week, but we've got work that we have to do here. We just stay extremely busy all the time. Oh, well, hello, Stacy. Happy New Year to you too. How's it over in Texas? Are you guys cold over there like the rest of the country right now? Oh, well, thank you, Daisy. Doing great. Doing great. Staying busy, but doing great. Yeah, we are all doing well, feeling good over all the sickness, I believe, and all that stuff. So doing good. The gold polka dot box. This is actually part of the prop where we do our live jewelry shows. So I actually have another one like this one, just a little bit smaller, sitting under this computer right now on my desk to prop it up. So when we do the live shows, I have to put this box up here on top of this, and then that's where the camera sits to do the live jewelry show. So that's what you see. You can kind of see the edge there of the lights, the umbrella lights too. So yeah, that's what's happening back there. Half of the office back there is where we do all the jewelry stuff. And then this half over here is where everything else happens. So inside of here, I actually have like craft papers, the word has lost my mind. You know, the 12 by 12 sheets that we all were using in our planners and making pocket letters and all that stuff. I have no time for any of that anymore, but I do still have a lot of my crafting stuff in these 2 boxes. So that's what I have stored in there. It was in the high 30s for Beth last night. Now, Beth, you're near Tampa, right? Oh, thank you, Lynn B. I appreciate that. I love my pink. Yes, I do. Bub is doing very well. He is doing very well. He didn't have any injuries. Thank the good Lord for that. Just kind of shook him up a little bit. You know, that's never a fun thing to have to experience, but he's doing really, really well. Oh my goodness. It just all depends, Linda. He's not really sure because what he's wanting to do is pursue the soccer. So I don't think he has a whole lot of interest right now in worrying about the college. So not sure if he would pick up a couple classes online or if he's just going to fully concentrate on the sports and getting a contract with that. So he's kind of weighing all of his options and not real sure. I tell you, the amount of training that they have to do, he trains about, let's see, about 6 hours a day, 5 to 6 hours a day is straight nonstop. I mean, it's like a full-time job for real. So, and that's without even being signed to a team. So if he gets signed to a team, it's going to be even more involved and more extensive. So not exactly sure what he's going to do in that area yet. Thank you, Victoria. Roxanne, I got these boxes at Bell's Outlet. I got both of the white and pink ones at Bell's Outlet. Now, I'm not sure. I guess on your screen you can't really see it. If you can see it, there's a green one that's sitting right up on top of the shelf up there, a teal one with the circle, the silver circles. I got that at Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning is a great place to look, as well as Bell's Outlet, and they're very affordable there. But Tuesday morning has tons of them. They have like 2 complete rows full of all these kind of decorative boxes, and actually Michael's does too, but Michael's is a little more not necessarily as decorative as far as like could be part of your decor if you're wanting to go with a certain theme. Michael's to me looks kind of a lot more like what you would want maybe in your craft room. Like it has the craft type paper look on the outside, which they're beautiful, just a totally different style between the places. So depending on what you're looking for, those are 3 different places that I know for sure you can find those boxes. Let's see. Well, thank you, Melinda. That's very kind of you. Where did I get the cubbies and how do I like them? Now, the white frame themselves all came from Walmart. Those are all from Walmart. And then the little pink baskets, those came from Dollar Tree for $1 each. Some of you may remember me hauling those a few years ago. Whenever I found them at Dollar Tree, I just loaded up on a bunch of them. And so now little by little, I have some to add in there. Of course, all of the center ones we have out right now. I don't know how much of all of that you can see because it's a little bit far behind me there. But we've got some of the jewelry busts and they're all decorated up for Valentine's Day. I'm not going to put the pink back in those. And eventually some of these other pink ones, I'm going to also pull those off to put more of the jewelry busts in there. But for now, that's the way we have it. I also have 2 of the smaller ones on the sides, also came from Walmart, but those are only 6 holes instead of the 9. The 2 I have, one is all books. It's my bookshelf that I'm using right now. And then the other one is more of my craft stuff that I need and things like paper clips, rubber bands, and all that kind of stuff sitting over there on that side. So all of those do have the big pink drawers. All that came from Dollar Tree, just $1. And I love them. I really do. All right, let's see here. Let me go back up so I don't miss any of your questions. Is Kristen planning on starting her own cookie business? Or is she just going to keep it as a fun hobby? Not real sure right now. Right now she does it as a hobby because she loves to bake. She is selling some for Valentine's Day. Some of you that are friends with me on Facebook have probably seen me share her post. She's got some in the works that she's doing and taking orders for Valentine's Day, but she can only do that locally because Florida law, she doesn't have to have a code from or she doesn't have to have a permit from the code department, from the health department in Florida, if you just do it local for hand-to-hand delivery, but she would have to if she shipped them. So she can't take orders to like ship them anywhere, but for people that can come and pick them up or that she can deliver to, she is selling some for Valentine's Day. I don't know. Maybe she's just going to wait to see how that goes and see if it grows from there. Right now, she's doing the jewelry with me and she loves it. She has the online classes that she's doing, and her dream, she would love to have a little dessert place and decorate it up real pretty, mostly like the cupcakes and cookies. Her specialty is the cookies. She loves doing those. And yeah, she would really eventually, I think, love to have one as like a little hobby on the side. But her long-term goal is going to be to homeschool her kids. So it would have to be something that she could kind of work in together with all that. You know what I mean? So not real sure. We're just going to see where it takes her. But right now it's just a fun hobby that she has and she's so good at it and they are so delicious. So she is working on Valentine orders. Oh, hello, Melinda. Yes, I know. It has been a long time since we've been able to do the lives, and I hope that we're going to be able to start making this a weekly thing again. That's my goal anyway. That's my goal. Well, thank you very much, Libby. Yeah, I was talking to the hubs about this shirt yesterday, actually trying to remember where I got it. I don't even remember where I got this shirt. But I love it too. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. It is such a pretty spring. I love the colors that are in it and have no clue where I got it. I just can't even remember. Ah, in the low 50s in Tampa tomorrow. Yeah, I'm telling you, the whole state is a little bit cold. That's for sure. How are you feeling, Beth? Are you out of the hospital? How are you doing? Everything is going really well, Melinda. Staying busy, but that keeps us out of trouble. So that's good, right? Me too, Lynn B. I really do. Especially, I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not, but these are glossy, not gloss, foil. They're gold foil, and they are just so pretty. I love them. Hey, Miss Marcia, how are you? Well, thank you, Melinda. I am glad that you were able to sit here with us for a little bit today. Let's see. Holly, how do you order from the jewelry business? I have a Facebook page where you can do it that way. I do also have, you can always go on my website through Paparazzi. I do have a particular website you can go through there. But if you want to see the live jewelry shows where we're doing it, or if you want to order from the albums of stuff that I actually have on hand in stock here at the home, then you can find us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/DeeVine Sparkle. Or you can type in DeeVine Sparkle Boutique and find the business page that way. That's the business page where we do all of our lives. We do our lives, well, we've just added 2 more days a week. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, we do the lives at 10 a.m. Eastern time. All these times are Eastern times. Tuesday night, we do a late night show at 10 p.m. And then on Thursdays is kind of the big show of the week where we play the games and have our trivia and do all the fun stuff. That is Thursday nights at 7 o'clock. So you can catch us pretty much live every day. And you'll want to do that at DeeVine Sparkle Boutique right over there on Facebook. So thought about maybe bringing some of the jewelry shows back to YouTube. Not real sure because we have them scheduled every day over there, and not real sure that I have enough time in my life to actually add another day over here on YouTube. So we're just going to see how that goes. But for right now, that's how you can see the jewelry that has just come in this week that we'll be showing tomorrow night is not in the albums yet. So you'd have to tune in to tomorrow night, late night, to see all the new jewelry. We've got some beautiful new stuff, lots of Valentine stuff that we have just gotten in. So I'm excited about that. And the rest of it, though, you can see in the albums right there on that DeeVine Sparkle Boutique. Just go to all the albums and you can take a look. Very pretty stuff, I gotta tell you. It is so pretty. Oh, let's see here. Oh, well, thank you, Linda. Hey, now that is a great goal. That is a great goal, to create a line of makeup that would be good for sensitive skin or for issues like eczema, rosacea, all that. That would be amazing. And if she already has that desire at 11 years old, that's really cool. So encourage her in that for sure. That would be wonderful, because we need stuff like that. I tell you, there's a lot of people who would love to wear makeup that do have sensitive skin or different types of skin issues that make it almost impossible. So if there was a line of makeup that they could use, think how great that would be. Yeah, Linda, that's really good. I love it whenever parents will encourage their kids to follow their dreams instead of the dreams the parents have for them. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Very good. What nationality am I? Thanks, bud. Hey, bub, come here for just a second. So here I was getting all excited because we had a letter come on Saturday when we weren't home. I had to sign for it. And I'm like, what kind of letter could this be? It turns out there is a recall on the airbag in our car. Well, darn, that was a letdown. Bub, where are you? Come here. Let's see. What nationality am I? Well, I don't really know for sure wholeheartedly every bit, but I'll tell you what I do know. on my granddaddy's side, my paternal granddaddy, they were French. My great, I don't know if it's 2 or 3 times back. My great granddaddy was a French sailor who jumped a French ship and came to America. So I know that much on that side of the family. On my mom and dad's side, both sides, we have a lot of Cherokee on both sides. My great-great-grandmother, matter of fact, I have a 5-generation picture of me when I was a baby. Come here and pop your head in here for a minute. They've all been asking how you doing since your accident. Tell them you're doing fine.
Good. Still living.
You're on your way out to a game, eh? All right. Love you. Bye. He helps coach at the high school. You guys know that. So they have a game tonight. So he's on his way out. Yeah, but anyway, I have a 5-generation picture whenever I was a little teeny bitty baby. So it was me, my mom, my grandma, my great-grandma, and my great-great-grandma, that 5th generation. She was almost full-blooded Cherokee. She was like 95% Cherokee. If I can remember, I will dig that picture out and put it on the community tab here on YouTube. If you follow along on your phone, you can make sure that you can see video updates as well as all the posts. And I'll try my best to remember. If I forget, somebody comment later and remind me. And you can see her. She was almost full-blooded Cherokee. And then I also have Cherokee on my dad's side. So there's a lot of Indian. We have French in there. On my dad's side, I'm not fully sure. We think there was some English in there somewhere, but we don't know 100%. Because my grandfather was actually adopted, and so the lineage of his birth dad were not fully sure. So I guess maybe I'm just a little bit of everything, Linby. Well, thank you, Melinda. Hey, Tammy Borsos, how are you? 10 degrees where Melinda Martinez is. Is that Martinez or Martinez? Hey, Mom. Mom is here. All right, let's see. Hold on a minute. My screen just jumped on me. Okay, I think Beth is still in the hospital. All right, so you're going to get to go over to the rehab facility. You're going to be there for about 30 days. That's a whole month, isn't it? Every day that we have is a blessing. You're exactly right, Beth. If we wake up and we're breathing, it is definitely a blessing to be able to do that. Well, I hope that you're going to have a great recovery, and I hope that your rehab goes well for you. Okay, bye, Melinda. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining us. Sylvia is here. Hello, Sylvia. Oh, well, thank you, Linda. I'm glad you're enjoying the jewelry and the little kids' pieces. Amazing. We got in some new pieces today. Amazing. We got some new little bracelets that have hearts for Valentine's Day. We got some new little earrings that have the little lip prints. Ah, you guys know how much I love those. We also got in little rhinestone studs in different colors like red, pink, fuchsia. We got some clear ones. We got some little earrings that have the word kiss. We got some beautiful little heart rings for those little divas too. Yeah, cute stuff. And we have some more coming too, right, baby? I have a different ring, a different heart ring. Yeah, I've got a different heart ring that's coming too. Hopefully you'll be here before Thursday night's show. So yeah, Linda, I love those little kids pieces especially. Thank you, Beth. I'm loving the jewelry too. I got to say, I really do. It holds up very well. And it's hard to believe everything is just $5 because it is so beautiful. Oh, Holly, I see. So you've got 2 young adult girls. They're about, my daughter sandwiches in between there. She's 21. So, and she loves it too. Yeah, we've got some pretty stuff. And I'm telling you, especially all the Valentine's stuff. We've already sold out of several pieces that we got in for Valentine's Day, but I just ordered a few more Valentine pieces today. So hopefully they'll be here. They'll probably be here Friday afternoon. And then we do have several more that we have. We just got in another beautiful bracelet today. You guys see this copper bracelet that I'm wearing that has all the rhinestones? Not sure how well that's going to show up, but I got in some silver ones today, very similar to this. This one is 3 rows of the rhinestones. The ones I got in today are 2, so it's just a little skinnier, but it's all silver. Amazing. That will be on tomorrow night's show. But yeah, Already sold out online. Everything goes so fast. But what I do love about the paparazzi is every single day they release new items. And when other items sell out, then they're gone. So it keeps the inventory fresh and it keeps it rotating so that it's not just always the same stuff. You know, like there are some other companies that you look through their catalog and it's kind of like just the same stuff for a whole year till they get ready to do the new line for the new year. But paparazzi changes it on us every day, and that's what makes it fun and exciting. So I'm happy to hear you guys are loving your jewelry. It is so fun. Okay, we'll see you later, Linda. Thanks for joining us. Oh my goodness, Lynn B just lost her dad on January 16th. Well, I am so sorry to hear that, Lynn. Oh my, well, you and your family will be in my prayers because I know that is certainly not an easy thing to go through. Oh, Holly, did he get one too? Here I was getting all excited because I thought, oh, anything you have to sign for is probably going to be pretty important. You know, we're all like, what could it be? What could it be? And it's just a recall notice on the airbag. Oh, too funny. Yeah, I am so sorry to hear about your dad, Lynn. That is just awful. I do too, Lynn. I do too. I love copper. We've got some pretty copper pieces, and I actually have some new copper pieces that we ordered just today. Hey, Debbie Parker, how are you? Your great grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee. Ah, that is so cool. Who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line, if we were to do a family tree, we might be related somewhere in there. Who knows? How do you and your daughter not want every piece of jewelry? Oh, we do want every piece of jewelry, Beth. Our jewelry collection has grown quite extensively, that's for sure. We have to exercise some self-control or we would be keeping all of it. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I can understand that. I could certainly understand that. Whenever I lost my grandmother a few years back, and I know it's even more difficult to lose a parent, and even losing her, it's just like you just feel so lost for a little while. I can't even imagine what you're feeling or what you're going through. Had he been sick for a while? Was it pretty sudden? Um, it's just even if it is where you know it's coming and you get a chance to say your full goodbyes, you're still never prepared for it and the loss that you feel afterwards. So I know that that has been so hard for you for sure. Yeah, kind of, Stacy. Kind of like our own little home shopping channel. We have been having so much fun with it. I wasn't sure when I first decided to do it, you know, how I would like it or whatever, but I love it. We are having so much fun with the jewelry and getting to meet all the new different people that come across our path now to buy the jewelry, and it has been really fun. Some of the jewelry we actually do in person, either in home parties or at vendor events, farmers markets, different things like that. And it's fun. It's fun getting to play with it and getting to see everybody else be so happy when they get the jewelry, because we all, just about all of us, love jewelry. And a lot of us just don't buy it because it's so expensive. Even to go into Walmart, whenever I look at pieces there, you can pick up a necklace sometimes for $4.88, but it doesn't even come with earrings. And some of the really good pieces that are comparable to what we have are like $9.99. So to be able to get it and to get it at such a great value, yeah, I love it. And I love watching the ladies enjoying it. We have a lot of the ladies at our church are getting their jewelry from us. And so they come in and they're all dolled up with their beautiful jewelry. And it's just so fun to see. It's fun to see the smiles on their faces because they're so happy and feel so good wearing it. You know what I mean? And so it has turned out to be like a a blessing for us that we really didn't expect, because I didn't know how I was going to feel about it first starting out. It was kind of like, well, we'll just try it for a little while and see if we're enjoying it. But I love it and she loves it. And I love that we can work at it together. So yeah, it's been going really well. We love it. Oh, Ruby Tuesday. I love Ruby Tuesdays, Debbie. So eat some for me while you're there, would you? Matter of fact, the other night we had talked about going to Ruby Tuesdays because it's been so long since we've been there. I can't remember the last time we've been to a Ruby Tuesdays. It's been a long time, but I love their salad bar. It is amazing. So eat some for me. Hello, Kathy. Uh-oh. You've had a bad day? Well, what's going on with your day? So Lynn B was okay, so he went in the hospital in October and then had stayed in there till December and then went into rehab. Well, I tell you, I am just so sorry to hear that. I am sure that you have lots of emotions that come and go, kind of sometimes hits you out of nowhere, I'm sure. Yeah, that grieving process, I'm telling you, sometimes it just feels like it is completely ripping your heart out, like you don't even think you can breathe or survive one more minute. I certainly get it. Oh, McDonald's has the sausage McMuffin and a hash brown for only $1.50. Hey, that's a good deal. I'm all about it. uh, yeah, it is exciting and it is fun. I am having a good time doing it. Now, I don't know if I've tried the pumpernickel croutons, but that sounds amazing, Debbie. Maybe I have and just don't remember. Of course, I don't. I'm telling you, it has been months. Babe, when was the last time we went? We went. It was the Sunday before your birthday. Nana and Pop were on vacation because it was just the four of us. Usually we eat with my parents on Sunday, but it was just the four of us that day that we went. So yeah, way back in October since we've been there. I don't remember the pumpernickel croutons though. So it sounds good. Their salad bar is out of this world. I don't know what it is about their salad bar. And then we have a barbecue restaurant up this far called Sonny's. Do you guys have that down there where you are, Debbie? I don't know how far down that the Sonny's go, but they have an incredible salad bar too. I like their salad bar. Yeah, I understand that, Lynn, for sure. You got to find things to do that can keep your mind off of that grief. I totally get it. There are times even still now. I lost my grandma back in 2015. So it's going on 4 years. Man, I can't even believe it's been that long. But there are even still days, even now, this far into it, that a certain memory or a thought or a smell or just, different things that remind you of that person will just hit me. And then it's almost like you're losing her all over again. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get it. I totally get it. You have to do during that time what it takes to survive that kind of unimaginable grief. So don't feel guilty if you're on YouTube more than usual or on Facebook scrolling through, because it's helping you to get through those moments. So you've seen the Sunnies in Florida. If you ever get a chance to eat there, eat there. February 1st of 2005 is when you lost your grandma. You never forget those hard dates, do you? That is for sure. Oh my goodness. Well, Kathy, you have had a lot going on. Wow. Having allergic reactions to medication is no joke. That is for sure. I've had allergic reactions before, and that is no joke. Well, I hope that everything starts easing off for you and that life gets a little easier for you. All right. So Debbie, you've got Sonny's quite a few places down there. I didn't realize that they went quite down to Tampa. I know we have them up here, and over in Gainesville and that area, but I didn't realize they were down there in Tampa. All right. I can understand that, Lynn. I certainly can. Whenever Steve and I got married, we had been married about 8 years when I got pregnant the first time. And I lost that pregnancy to miscarriage in February. And every year that date rolled around for years and years. I mean, it was just like all the emotion, all the tears came back. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just can't forget those types of hard dates. And yeah, I can certainly understand that. Would I ever consider doing a meet and greet somewhere in the middle of the state? Yeah, actually, I would. I think that would be really fun. As a matter of fact, next week, right, babe? The 7th and the 8th? Yeah, that's next week, the 7th and the 8th. We're actually going to be down in Miami. And so anybody down there in the South Florida area wants to meet up, we will be down there. We are coming in on Thursday. We're only going to be there for one night. We'll be there Thursday and then some on Friday. We'll leave sometime Friday afternoon to head home. But yeah, I think that would be neat to do a meet and greet in the middle of the state. That would be fun. Nessa's down there too in the Tampa area. I don't see her on the live today, but she usually catches the live. So I'm sure she'll come watch the replay a little bit later, but that would be fun. Yes. You guys let me know if there's enough of you down there in the middle of the state that want to meet up. Comment and let me know, and we will try to put something together. That would be fun. Well, hello, Jessinia. She's at work, so you can't stay. Well, thanks for popping in for at least a minute. Oh, well, thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. That is very kind of you to say. Oh, Kathy. Well, I certainly understand how hard that is. My goodness, what a nice name. That is such a like a royal name. I love that name. I'm sorry that you suffered that miscarriage, though. I know how hard that is. Unless you've been through one, I don't know that you can fully understand how hard that is, because until I went through one, I didn't get it either. Like, I would hear people had talked about having a miscarriage, and I mean, you have compassion for them. You try to feel for them just because you understand that they're in emotional pain, but I never got it until I went through it. You know what I'm saying? I guess because for the person who's not pregnant, we don't see the baby, you don't feel the baby or any of that kind of stuff. And so you're sad that they're sad, but when you go through it is when you really get it. It's like, whoa, because you really become attached to that little baby as soon as the moment you find out that you're pregnant. And so, yeah, once I went through one, then I fully understood how hard it was for women who go through that. Hey, Nessa, I was just talking about you. How are you? You must have felt me talking about you, huh? Ah. Well, thank you, Miss Nessa. They were just asking me if I would ever be willing to do a meetup in the center of the state. And I said, yes, there's a couple other ladies that aren't too far from you down there in that Tampa-ish area. And I said, yes, that would be fun. That would be so fun. Doing good. We're doing good. Staying busy, but doing good. Always something to do, it seems. Some days don't even feel like you can catch your breath good. But doing good. How about you? How's all your family? Everybody doing well? I love to be able to catch up with you guys. Ah, Lynn B, I do too. That's actually baby girl's favorite. She loves the rose gold jewelry. That is her favorite. She leans towards that. And I like it too. We've gotten in several beautiful, matter of fact, I have a really pretty Valentine rose gold piece. Do we still have any of those left? The rose gold necklace that was like the bar clasp that had the heart. Yeah, I think we even still have some of those left, but I love rose gold. So beautiful. What am I talking about? I love it all. That's my problem. Oh my goodness. I do, but I do love the rose gold, and that is her favorite. Totally her favorite. Matter of fact, if you guys watched through Vlogmas, and then you saw that she decorated her bedroom up this year with the white Christmas trees. She had two of them. She had a big one and then she had a smaller one on her desk, and she had accented that with the rose gold, and it was gorgeous. It was so pretty in there. Now we have, with our jewelry, we have some that is truly, truly copper. Like this, what I have on, it's truly like a bright, bright copper. I've got some copper over here too, truly a bright copper. And then we have some that is more true, like the true rose gold. So it's kind of like two different colors of that we have. And then we also have the bronze that you incorporate into that as well. So that's one thing that I love about it too. It has everything. And then it even has our urban collection that has more of the leathers and the drawstring with the paracords and that kind of stuff, for if you don't really necessarily like the really frilly frou-frou glossy shiny bling and you tend to like that style even better, we have it all. So that's exciting to me. It's very versatile, and I think it kind of hits everybody's taste pretty much. All right, let's see here. Oh, well, that's good, Nessa. You will have to send me an email and catch me up. Yeah, I especially love sparkle too, Lynn B. You got it. The sparklier, the better. For sure. For sure. Well, thank you, Kathy. Which bracelets are you talking about? These over here? I think, baby, did you ever find out if these copper ones are still online? Some that were similar, but yeah, I think everything that I'm wearing today on the bracelets are all sold out. Don't have any more of those left, but we have some that are similar to it. Some, even some of the similar styles, just in different colors. Very pretty stuff. Yeah, me too, Debbie, for sure. For sure. I love the blingy bling. All right, Nessa, we'll see you later. Thanks for popping in. Hello, Laura. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Glad you could jump in and chat with us a little while. It's been a while since we have done the cocoa and cookies, but hoping that they'll be a lot more consistent now. No promises, but we're hoping. We are hoping. A lot of new friends on the channel lately. And matter of fact, we've had a lot of new friends since we were able to do the last cocoa and cookies. So it'd be nice to get to meet some of you guys and to chat with you all a bit. Your Dollar Tree, it doesn't know if the prices are going up. Well, from what I understand from most of the comments that came in from that video, it seems like they have heard that Dollar Tree is not necessarily going to raise their prices, but they're going to lower the amount of product. So it's in essence raising your prices, Dollar Tree. So instead of maybe getting a 20-ounce shampoo bottle, you might go in there and get 10 ounces for $1. So that's going to make shopping there. Even some of that stuff already isn't the best deal. You guys know that. We've talked about that a lot of times, either in our Worth a Buck videos or on Dollar Tree hauls. Sometimes the product is not really a better value. It's, you know, you look at it and you think, oh, that's just $1. But you can go to other places, big box stores, or even grocery stores and get more of ounces, and it actually ends up being cheaper because it's less per ounce. So if Dollar Tree starts decreasing the sizes just so they can keep their prices the same, that's still not going to be a very good deal. So we're just going to all have to see how that plays out. I don't know, you know, I mean, they are building so many stores across the country. I've seen several new stores going up here in Florida recently. And so I don't really know that there's a great need to have to raise that price, but maybe that's how they got to pay for those new stores. I don't know. So it'll be curious to see how that all turns out. Oh my goodness, Joe, what? That is awful. That is awful. All right, bye, Holly. Thanks for joining us. Wow. Dollar Tree has some 10-ounce pizzas for $1. All right, now that's not too bad of a deal. That's not bad for a little lunch popping in the oven. That's just terrible to set somebody on fire. It doesn't matter if they're an illegal immigrant or not. That is just inhumane, and that is just awful. So awful. Laura, I love Dollar Tree too, so I'm hoping that they keep, especially the seasonal things. Of course, you guys know already, we don't buy a lot of the food, shampoos, and that kind of stuff at Dollar Tree. Now, you do see me haul the deodorant quite a bit, or the shaving cream. I do like to get the shaving cream there. But a lot of the grocery type items for us in our area anyway are cheaper at the grocery store or at Walmart. For us, Walmart is the cheapest place around here. And then whenever you add on coupons or you use your coupons at places like CVS and Walgreens, you really can get a lot better deals elsewhere. So you don't really see a lot of that kind of stuff in my hauls. And hopefully with the seasonal stuff and the stationary stuff, hopefully that's going to stay at a good value at that dollar. Because if not Dollar Tree, I don't know. Oh, and I saw too, hello, Christina, how are you? I saw too where a few people, not a lot. I mean, we've had a lot of comments on that video. Over 200 people now, I believe, have commented on that video. But there were a handful of people that apparently thought that I was trying to be ugly about the environment and all that. Whenever I said, why are we charging for bags? Like, I was sincere in that. I had no idea that the reason they were charging for the bags was because they wanted to cut down on waste for the environment. And I'll tell you why I didn't know that. Because around us, we have other grocery stores. Save-A-Lot is one of them in our area. And of course, Aldi's, they don't have the bags unless you pay for them, and that is for paper bags. Okay, so those are biodegradable, they break down, and they are not the same type of hazard to our environment as the plastic is. So when I heard that Dollar Tree was going to start charging for the bags, it didn't even enter my mind that it was supposed to be a deterrent so that we could protect the environment. I honestly thought it was like some of these other stores that just charge for bags because it's just another way that they're making money. Because did you know that some of the restaurants here near us, if you ask for ketchup packets, you have to pay 25 cents per ketchup packet? That's just, that's just kind of crazy to me. Because if you go into other restaurants, you could go into Popeye's Chicken or KFC, you can go into Burger King or McDonald's, Taco Bell. Taco Bell actually even puts all of their packets of sauces out on an open bar for you to come and get, just like you do napkins or straws, the lids for your cups. And then they also have the different bins for all their sauces. So they don't even charge you. But then there are a few restaurants around us that when you ask for ketchup, they charge you 25 cents for every little packet that they give you. So when I heard that Dollar Tree was talking about doing that with their bags, I honestly had no idea. So those of you, if you're watching this and you thought I was just bashing the environment or being irresponsible, that honestly was not even a thought in my mind. Like, I thought, okay, Dollar Tree now is wanting to bump up their prices. They're even wanting to make money on the bags. And so there you go. So for those of you that got offended at that, oh my goodness, nah, don't read in to something that wasn't even said. That's for sure. But no, because around here, some of these places even charge you for the paper bags just because they say it's a big expense on them, and they don't feel their prices are high enough to throw the bags in as a courtesy, if that makes sense what I'm trying to say. So whatever, we'll have to see how all that's going to play out. But yeah, Laura, that is true. That is true. Whenever you're on a very fixed income, being able to run into Dollar Tree, it is so helpful for sure. Doing great, Christina. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good too. Ground turkey for $1 a pound. Now that's a good deal. That's a good deal. We don't have an HEB around us. Rouse's Supermarket. I've never heard of that. We don't have one of those near us. Yes, I do know where the Villages, Florida is. Matter of fact, my parents live down there. We go to church down in the Villages for sure. Yes, we do. So we know where it is quite well. Yeah, I've never heard of Rouse's. Or is that how you say that? Rouse's, Rouse's? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. You used to live in the Villages? That is a beautiful area down there, Joe. I love that area. It's very, very nice, very well maintained. People have a lot of pride in that area. Okay, so you at the bookstore on the college campus, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I'm telling some places charge you for every little thing. And if they really are cutting back on the prices of their food, then you can understand that because you've got to compensate for that type of stuff as well. But most restaurants charge abundantly more than what that food value is on your plate. So the napkins and forks and all that is included as part of that. That's why they price it the way they do. So I guess if you're cutting back enough on your food prices that you then have to pay for the paper products, then that I could understand. I really could. But the restaurants that I'm talking about around here that's charging for those ketchup packets, they ain't lowering their prices. No, they're not. Let's see. It could be a Louisiana thing because I know around here we have some grocery stores that are just for here in Florida. Matter of fact, we've got a little restaurant chain that's just right here in our county. And I'm not sure if they're talking about extending out just a little bit, but it's just, you have different ones that target certain areas. Well, kind of, kind of. It depends on where in the Villages you are, Joe. There are a lot of retired people there for sure. It is the second highest employer in the whole state of Florida behind Disney World. Yeah, so Disney World is the number one employer as far as the amount of employees. It would be Disney World, and right behind that is the Villages. And the Villages incorporate so much area around there that there are a lot of retired people. People love to retire and come to the Villages, but then there's also a lot of younger people too. And with all the different schools, the high schools and elementary schools and all that. So you have a combination of both, but there are a lot of people that love to retire there. It's Florida. Who wouldn't? It is like heaven on earth down here. And it's close enough to where in an hour and a half, they can be at a beach somewhere if they want to be without having to live at the beach all the time. All the beautiful golf courses right there around the Villages in Central Florida. So they're not very far from Orlando. It takes about an hour and 15 minutes to Orlando. So much that they can do. And whenever they get down here and retire and still be young enough and feel good enough to participate in all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, Debbie, we will see you later. Have a good dinner. Enjoy that Ruby Tuesdays. Five. Okay, I read that wrong at first. I didn't see the period there, and I thought you said $5 for four. I was like, what? Oh, yeah, and that's tempting to do, Lynn. That's for sure because you see all the fun things that people are hauling. Hmm. And so then you want to run out and try to find it all and have to cut back and use self-control. That's for sure. Our thing is I try to only buy it if I really need it or if I'm going to use it in a DIY or in a craft because we don't have a lot of storage space in our home. And if you've watched organizational videos here on the channel or you've watched some of the clean with me's and that kind of stuff, I don't like clutter. I want everything to be in its place where it should be and to be put away because psychologically it's just easier on you whenever your home is more organized and more clean and very well maintained. Then mentally, you don't have that mental chaos there. And so I don't buy it if I don't need it or don't have a place to use it because then it just sits around and it just, yeah, I can't handle that. All right, now let's see. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that, Joe, that if you use the self checkout, that there should be an employee discount. I have heard people say that. Oh. You know what? I've heard people talk about that. Now, we don't have the 99-cent only store around us. We don't have one of those, but I did have a lot of people comment where they apparently started out to be 99 cents for everything, and then they started raising their prices. But an interesting thing that I was reading in the comments of that video was that they were actually bringing in better quality of stuff that was worth the price increase. Now, if Dollar Tree did that, then okay, it's like maybe you could see it if it was really going to be a better product, or maybe more ounces, that kind of stuff, then okay, it would be worth a little bit of a price increase. But listen, I love the fact that you can go in there and you don't have to bring a calculator. You just know everything is $1. And so it makes shopping so much easier, less complicated that way, especially if you're like us and you're on a budget. You know, if you have 20 bucks to spend, you know, you can go in there and get about 18 things, you know, because by the time you add tax on that, it's just easy. Just count how many items that you have. So well, we do have mosquitoes can get pretty bad here. We do have snakes, but I think just about everywhere at least has some kind of snake. We do have gators, but fortunately you don't really see those roaming around. Well, you do see them roam around some. They do wind up in some people's yards. We've seen them crossing the street before, but they're not overly rampant here. So that's pretty good. Your chances of running into one just on an everyday errand are slim to none, really. But crocodiles, we do have a few crocodiles, but not many of those. A lot of those are more on the coastal areas and more brackish water. But yeah, we do have the gators. We do have snakes, and the mosquitoes are awful. Oh my goodness. Oh, you did? Did you like Fort Walton Beach? Yeah, that is a beautiful area. That is a really pretty area over there. Yeah, Lynn, I can't handle it. I just cannot handle clutter. It just, like on days that you guys saw during Vlogmas, I'm sure if you watch Vlogmas, there were a couple of days when we didn't have a chance. Hey, babe, could you bring me my phone? Dad's probably going to be texting here in a minute. Thanks, babe. There were a couple of days whenever we were trying to get all the Christmas stuff up, you know, that it got awfully messy in here. And of course, during Vlogmas, you guys see it raw. It just is what it is. And yeah, I can't handle that. I can't handle that. I don't think people really realize how much clutter affects you mentally. I don't think that people get it. And so, you know, whenever they're feeling chaotic, they're feeling unsettled, they're feeling a little stressed, sometimes they're not associating that with the environment that they're in. A lot of times just cleaning your environment and getting it structured and getting it all well and put together will help relieve a lot of that stress. So keep that in mind. Clutter all over the place or having stuff just everywhere really does mess with your brain. So, oh my goodness, you found an unopened 4-pack of Lysol disinfectant in the trash inside of a store? Somebody threw it away in a store? I love King Dollar. I love King Dollar. When we went to Houston over the summer, some of you will remember we took you with us through some vlogs. We got a chance to go to a King Dollar. Actually, we went to 2 different King Dollars while we were there. Love that store. They're only in Houston. So if you're outside the Houston area, then you're not going to have one to go shop at. But if you ever make it to Houston for a visit or you live there, go to King Dollar. Now, see, their stuff I was willing to pay $1.25 for. They had a lot of the same stuff you can get at Dollar Tree, but then they had a lot of different stuff that you would never find in Dollar Tree. And their stuff that was worth the $1.25. I really did enjoy my visits there. And if I lived in Houston, Okay, it'll be all right. It's fixing to get loud for just a second, but only for a minute. So hold tight. She is cooking some mashed potatoes, so it's gonna get loud for just a second. Um, but yeah, I would be at King Dollar all the time if I lived over there. Uh-huh. See, I told you the hubs would be texting. I knew it was coming. He always tells us when he gets off of work and he's heading home, just so that we'll know that he's on the way in case then you don't hear from him again. You know, okay, whoops, something happened on the way home. So, all right, let's see here. All right, now that's Y2 Jobo 1626. Hello, how are you? Yeah, Fort Walton Beach area is so beautiful. Now I never heard of the 50 cent store. That's pretty cool. The heat is, well, let me just say this. Our heat is hot. But I guess when you live here, as long as we have, I mean, I'm a Florida girl, born and raised here. I've only ever lived in Florida except for 8 months of my life. I did live up in Georgia near Augusta, not too far from Augusta, in a little town called Martinez. I lived there for 8 months. The rest of my life has been living right here in Florida. And I guess I'm just used to it. Cause like for me, I feel like living in that extreme cold would be unbearable. So maybe it's just kind of what you get used to, you know. People come down here and they visit, they go on vacation and they say, oh man, I couldn't live in this heat. But I guess when you live here all the time, but there are days, don't get me wrong, no joking. I like to stay inside with the air on or get in the pool or get in that ocean water because it does get so hot. But I love it, you know, I love it. I guess because just that's all I'm used to. But yeah, it does get hot. And we have a very wet heat. So it's not even so much that you're just hot, it's that the air is so thick with moisture because our humidity level is so high here. And so when you're trying to breathe and the air is full of that much moisture, it's like you're just breathing a wall of water. And that's what gets a little bit difficult. I mean, you can literally walk from your front door to the car, to the door of your car. And before you get there, you are just drenched. And it's not because of sweat as much as it is just all the moisture in the air during the summertime. So yeah, it takes a lot to get used to. If you're gonna go on vacation, I always tell people, don't vacation in Florida in the heat of the summer. Don't do it. Because if you're only going to be here for a short period of time, you are going to be miserable, especially if you go to any of the theme parks. Like if you're heading down to Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, Disney World, Universal Studios, all that stuff, you don't want to be doing that in the heat of summer. Trust me. You don't. You're going to want to take your vacations down here either in the spring I say between March and April is like the perfect walking weather temperature. And then again around late October into November. And even in October, we can still have 90-degree weather down here. So that's just my advice. If you're coming just for a visit and you want to do the parks, don't do it during the heat of the summer because it is miserable. I'll just be honest with you. We live down here and we know if you're going to do that kind of stuff, just don't do it during the summer. So when you get to Disney and those kind of places and you see how busy they are, it's probably 85% tourists during the summer because Floridians know better. we stay inside or we stay in the water somewhere. Yeah, go ahead, babe. All right, it's fixing to get loud again. Just for a second. You're fine. All right, let's see here. I know, Lynn, I wish we had a King Dollar. I loved it. Well, it sounds like you've got a lot of the same animals, Catherine, that we have. Matter of fact, you know what's been running wild a lot lately are the coyotes. The coyotes are out and about full force here. You can hear them at night. We were driving the other night, Saturday, real late, and one shot right in front of the car across the road. Oh no. So where Kathy is, there was a 2-foot gator. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Hello, is that VJ? Is that how you say that? Hello? Yeah, now in Louisiana, I've heard they do have a lot of gators there too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the Five Below too. The closest one to us is probably about 40 miles away over in Gainesville. There's a Five Below. I love to shop in there. I really do. That's one of my favorite places to go, especially if you guys saw last spring, I had hauled quite a bit of the workout clothes. That's whenever I was doing my diet real good. I remember that over on the Health Channel. Excuse me, we did a little try-on video for you guys. That stuff was an excellent price at just that $5 a piece. And it's really great quality. Like that stuff is still holding up really well. So I love Five Below. I wish we had one in our town, but we don't. Maybe it'll come eventually. I don't know. Oh no. So at the 50-cent store, the crayon packs had some missing. Uh-oh. Now I've heard that some of those places like that, they get the closeout items. Sometimes it's a little faulty. It's less inferior or more inferior, I guess I should say. And yeah, I guess sometimes it's missing parts. Maybe that's why they can get away with selling it so cheap. Yeah, that is true, Laura. that is true. No, I haven't seen any of the plus sizes at the Five Below either. I haven't. The largest that they had were the large. That's what I was picking up last summer, and they fit just perfectly. But yeah, I can't fit into those quite right now. Yeah, the humidity does a number on your hair. That's for sure. If you're going to be out and about, there's no sense hardly at all in getting up and straightening your hair first thing in the morning because in about 10 minutes, it's going to be kinked back up if you have naturally curly hair. That's for sure. The humidity is rough on the hair down here. So, oh, that's a true story. A true story. I believe you 100% on that. Oh, you just play. Oh, there's not really a 50-cent store. Okay. So you were pulling our leg. I got it. Oh, we'll check you out, Catherine. So you got all those fun places. All right. See you later, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. We will definitely be keeping you in our prayers. That is for sure. All right. Now, I thought, uh-oh, what's happening with him, babe? Where is he at? Uh-oh. So it looks like the neighbor's dog has gotten a little loose. Well, you're either loose or you're not. How do you get a little loose? The neighbor's dog has gotten loose and he's coming in the yard and it's aggravating Gunner. Gunner's out there crying. Hold on just a minute. The hubs is calling. Hello? I'm actually on YouTube Live right now. So you want to say hello to all the people? Hold on. Let me put you on speaker. Do it again.
Hello, YouTubers.
Can you guys hear? Okay, I'm taking you back off the speaker for a minute. Are you finally on the way? Okay, love you. Bye. All right, he is on his way home. So I'm fixing to have to shut this down here in a minute because he is going to be here and be hungry. And we are going to have dinner. Baby girl, what all of you cooked, babe? Mashed potatoes. You got like a baked chicken. Is it a Parmesan chicken? What is that? Ah, garlic herb chicken. And now she's fixing to start working on some broccoli. Oh, smells so good in here too. Hello, Peggy. How are you? You are here from Tennessee. Well, hello. Glad to have you. Yeah, did y'all hear the hubs? Well, come on over, Laura. Come on over. Yeah, it does. It smells so good in here. So good. Oh my goodness. And I am so hungry. We've been working really hard. We had a jewelry party this morning at 10 o'clock. So then after that was over, we got all those packaged up from the jewelry party this morning. And then we had, how many boxes came? 4 boxes of jewelry. 4 boxes of jewelry came today that we went through and had to inspect and get it all packaged up for tomorrow night's show. So we've been busy and I haven't even hardly had a chance to breathe. So I've had a teeny bit of some air popped popcorn, the white cheddar air popped smart food popcorn. And that's all I've had. I am so hungry. Oh, well, thank you, Joe. Hey, California Republic. That is not very nice at all. That is just not nice at all. Yeah, we're gonna hide that because I don't put up with racism on this channel. That is just not nice. Oh, that sounds good, Catherine. I love spaghetti. Mm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite meals. I love spaghetti. And whenever you have it with the chicken like that, are you going to have it to where you serve it like a true chicken parmesan, where you have the spaghetti and the noodles on the bottom with the chicken on the top? That's one of the hub's favorite meals. He loves chicken parmesan. If we go to Olive Garden, he'll either get the lasagna or he likes to get the Italian, the tour of Italy. Is that what it's called? Yeah, where you have the 3 different ones because he likes that chicken parmesan. Oh, well, thank you, Joe. I hope he feels that way. I'm sure he does. All right, you guys. Well, I am fixing to go ahead and head off of here. You heard it. The Hubs is on his way home. Baby girl's just about got dinner done, so I need to get in there and see what I can help do with all that. But it was so fun catching up with you guys for a little bit. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get back to doing these every week. Don't know for sure that it'll be on Mondays, but we're going to do our best to keep these rolling because I love it when we get to sit down and chit chat. And if you're watching on the replay and you missed it live, well, we're glad to have you on the replay. And just put your comments down there and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I think I'm finally starting to get caught up. I'm only 1 video down now, I believe. That's the new Dollar Tree one. I still need to catch up with all those comments, but I think I finally have caught up with some of the other ones. So I know I've been so slow at getting those done. I used to be able to do it almost the same day they came in, but life is just a little busier now. So thanks for your patience on all that, you guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut out of here. Thank you so very much for joining me today. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Have a great evening and we'll see you later. Bye.